What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Sideline Sports. I'm your host, Trevor. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and come on in. Let's talk about the Warriors today and their much-needed bounce-back win against the Bucks. Very impressive defensively. But before that, let me just remind everybody out there that I'll have Damon Bruce here Thursday. The podcast should be uploaded by 2:30, but I'll be recording with him at 12:30. So you guys should see that live by 2:30. Please go ahead and watch it. Damon Bruce is an amazing sportscaster and radio host around here. If you don't know who he is, I would be very surprised and probably living under a rock if you don't. But anyway, very, very excited to have him here. So great news. Tomorrow, Damon Bruce should be fun, guys. So until then, let's talk a little bit about the Warriors. They dropped one to the Nuggets last night, and night before last, and I really did talk about how I think it wasn't all about how well the Nuggets played, but maybe about how the Warriors just had a down game. And I think last night proved that. Keep mixing up the days. Sorry, guys. Last night proved that. So last night was huge defensively. Draymond Green shut down Giannis. And when I say shut down, he held him to 20 points basically the whole game, which is actually really good considering you're defending Giannis. And Giannis is a much bigger player. But that's just how good Draymond is defensively. I am so lucky to get to see this guy play in a Warrior uniform. It was fun to watch. And also, it was great to see Jimmy Butler kind of take a leadership role with Steph Curry out of the lineup for the game yesterday. And it was really fun to watch him kind of try and take over the game, which he did a very good job at. Brendan Pajimski came alive at the end and helped secure the win. Great play by Brendan Pajimski. So we're going to, what can we say? He's been playing great for the last 2 years. He started off rough this year a little bit, but overall, guys, it was fun to just watch this team come together and grit out a win. They won 104-93. Let's go over the numbers real quick and just talk about each player. Of course, I already mentioned Jimmy Butler. He had 37 minutes and 24 points. Great game from Jimmy Butler. 36 minutes out of Draymond Green and 3 points, but that's not where he impacted the game. He impacted the game largely by playing amazing defense against an amazing player in Giannis, and Draymond Green won that battle last night. No doubt about it. Quentin Post, 23 minutes and 14 points for the rookie. Great numbers. I love to see him out there and getting more and more time, and I think we're going to need him, and I think we're going to be needing to be a little bit longer as we go into the playoffs and play some of these teams who are just bigger than us. I know we play small ball, but we kind of need a guy out there that's a little bit bigger that can shoot. He can definitely do that. And Quentin Post continues to shine, guys. He continues to look amazing. So keep watching the Warriors, man. I'll tell you, if anybody's missing any of these games, you're missing out on a lot of fun. Moses Moody, who has just turned the corner, 25 minutes and 7 points, but again, played very, very tough, rugged basketball last night. Played great defensively. Buddy Hield, 24 minutes and 15 points. I'll take it from Buddy Hield since he has been lying in the weeds and can't really get any consistency going. That was a good night for him. And Jonathan Kuminga, 24 minutes and 10 points. Not a great game, just kind of okay. I know he was frustrated, but that is only his fourth game back. So he's got to really settle down and start to understand his role, which is to relax, not try to take the team on his back, and just go out there and do what he does best, which is drive to the hoop, get to the line, make free throws, and put pressure on the opposite team in the paint. And he's doing a good job of that lately. Last night wasn't one of his better efforts, but listen, if you watched the game last night, it was an exciting game that the Warriors controlled for 3 out of the 4 quarters or more. Now, the Bucks did come back and take the lead for a short time, but overall, the Warriors pretty much had that game hat in hand. Let's see. Gary Payton II still playing great ball. 17 minutes, 8 points. And Guy Santos, 8 minutes, 3 points. But he's still a tough player. I love watching him get on the court. Kevon Looney, 6 minutes, no points. But defense was great there. Pat Spencer, 6 minutes and 2 points. He got in. Trace Jackson Davis, 4 minutes and 1 point. So, hey, it was a collective effort. It was a great effort. Warriors get another win. We watch them continue to roll. And remember, guys, this schedule does not get any easier for the Warriors, but, well, it gets easier, but I guess, let me back that up. It gets easier for the Warriors, but not nearly as easy as Minnesota's schedule. So we need Minnesota to drop one, where maybe they wouldn't normally along the way here for the Warriors to get some breathing room, because it is neck and neck, guys. They just keep going back and forth. When the Warriors win, Minnesota wins. When the Warriors lose, luckily, Minnesota has lost, but that's been far and few between. It's only been one loss, and by and large, it's just been stringing together wins. So, guys, the Warriors are going to have to continue to win. They go on to Atlanta. Let's check the schedule right now to see what the schedule looks like, and see what we got going on for the Warriors. But I know they got Atlanta coming up, and I mean, for the most part, these are winnable games for the Warriors, but I mean, we got the Timberwolves playing the Pelicans tonight. The Timberwolves should beat the Pelicans. If they lose, that would be fantastic. Maybe they go on a little losing streak here and the Warriors get some breathing room. And then the Warriors come in tomorrow and get things taken care of in Atlanta. So that would be ideal, but we'll see how that goes. I don't expect them to lose. I think this is going to be a dead heat to the very end anyway. And I lied. I'm sorry. It's actually not Atlanta. They play, I don't know why I thought that. They play the Raptors. So let's take a look here, guys. I have the schedule here somewhere. Let's take a look and see the full schedule, because I want to make sure I'm telling the truth here. But I'm pretty sure that it is actually, yeah. So, okay. So, yeah, guys. So what it is Thursday we actually play the Raptors. Then we're on to Atlanta. My bad. So hopefully we get that done. Those two games are not fairly winnable games. They are winnable games, guys. Their schedule, the Warriors' schedule, is favorable. Like I said, it's not as favorable as Minnesota. But if we take a look at who they got left, now we're looking at Toronto, Atlanta, Miami, New Orleans, San Antonio, Memphis. Those are all winnable games for the Warriors, and dare I say, they should win those games. Then we got Los Angeles, which they never have a good time playing against, especially in LA. Then after that, they got a game against Denver, which is going to be tough because they haven't beat Denver in 8 games. They got Houston, which I think is a winnable game. Even though Houston's playing great basketball, the Warriors seem to play Houston fairly well. Phoenix has laid down and died, so I hope we're going to win that game. San Antonio, Portland, and then we have the Clippers, and that will round it off. So there's probably 2 games in there, 3 games that they could drop realistically. They've got to win the rest, and Minnesota is not going to make it easy because their schedule is much lighter. Anyway, guys, this game was fun to watch. It proves that the Warriors are going to keep rolling, and they have resilience, toughness. They've turned the corner with their scoring. They had a down night, but hey, let's think of it this way. Out of 16 games, they've won the last 14, guys. I mean, how much better can you be? Nobody's perfect. It'd be really tough to win 16 out of 16, and the Warriors are playing some of the best basketball in the league, aside from, I guess, Denver and Cleveland, because they lost to Denver the other night. Although, again, I think that was just a down night on top of everything else. The Warriors are looking great, and I really want them to hold on to that 6th seed. I hope that they can. But if we look at the standings here, and we'll do that right now, we can see that there's a big swing in both directions here, possibly. The Grizzlies are 3 games up on the Warriors, and so are the Lakers. And Minnesota's tied with the Warriors, and the Clippers are 1 game behind in the 8th seed. And so that's really your group right there of teams that are going to possibly shift in placement before the playoffs start. But I mean, if Los Angeles starts losing or Memphis starts losing games, you can see the Warriors move to the 5 spot. If they go on a losing streak, it can definitely happen. So, guys, it's really not out of the realm of possibility for the Warriors to move up to a 5 or a 4 spot. It's also not crazy to think that they could move down to 7 or 8. I'm hoping they stay in the 6th spot. Minnesota loses, and we get some breathing room. The Clippers could move up to the 6th spot. Sorry. So, guys, this is an exciting time. We don't know where the Warriors are going to end up, but they're playing fantastic basketball, and I really, really like them in the playoffs this year. I do like their matchups no matter who they face, even if it is Denver, because let's face it, the Warriors haven't played well against Denver, but what we do know is when the Warriors get in the playoffs, that's a different picture, and you can ask Denver about that because the Warriors have taken care of Denver before. And it wouldn't surprise me if they do it again. Sorry, got a little bit of a cough, guys. Apologize. So, guys, just keep watching the channel. I'll keep updating you. Big game last night. Defense was on point. I can't really say much about the scoring except for it was a collective effort to win the game, and everybody was on board. fantastic that way. And the defense stepped up after a very, very poor defensive showing against the Nuggets. And that wasn't the Nuggets. That was the Warriors just basically coming out and playing horrible defense. So, guys, see you tomorrow with Damon Bruce. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a blast. I hope everybody is there to watch. It's one of my biggest shows I've ever had, aside from obviously having Daryl the Guru Johnson on and Matt Steinmetz, both fantastic sports announcers and radio hosts here that I hope to have on my show again sometime soon. But we'll keep rolling with some really great, knowledgeable sports personalities on the show, guys. And again, just remember, hard work beats talent when talent don't work. And if you got both, well then, sky's the limit. I'll see you in the next one.